So speaking of resilience, no one needs the ability to bounce back more than the men and the women of the armed forces who return from defending our country. And our next guest is doing his part to make sure those returning vets have the support they need. Please welcome founder of Operation Giveback for Wounded Warriors, retired U.S. Army Command Sergeant Major Jose Garcia-Aponte. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you for
So
the
you're
invite.
spreading the word about Operation Giveback. Tell us what that organization is and the work you do.
Operation Giveback for Wounded Warriors Inc. is a local 501c3 in Orlando.
It's a nonprofit.
Nonprofit. What we do is that we facilitate events, run events. We do something called Ragnar Relay. Those are 200-mile events.
Nice.
We do Miami to Key West.
Wow.
We also have
They split it up.
running and walking.
Okay.
We also have our own event in Orlando, which is a 5 and 15K. But all those events are done with one purpose, and that is to do something to highlight the wounded soldiers. They come home with a new normal. Some of them missing limbs, some of them missing the way that they look because they got burned. But 100% of them are suffering from PTSD.
Yeah.
So we do something called connect, like right now we're connecting, and then we share. When I connect with the warrior, I want to know the story.
Okay.
You know, what happened to you? How can I serve? And then we do the shares when we go and tell the public. So we use public speaking. That's part of the healing process. They're able to tell the story.
To be able to tell your
exactly,
story
tell the
sometimes
story.
lightens that load on
Correct.
you.
And then we do the serve. The serve is when we go out and do this march or these walks. And we do those as fundraising. Beside the supporting the wounded warriors, we also support the children of the fallen heroes.
Yes, because they're
Every-
affected as
They
well.
need it, absolutely.
Every year we do the Christmas gift project, which means that we buy Christmas gift for the orphans of military families.
And this is a national organization with chapters in
Well,
various areas.
right now we're in Orlando and we got certified in Texas.
Nice.
So we just
you're
we just
spreading
babies.
the word.
Correct.
And here's what's interesting to me. You're helping people with these wounded vets with things like money for housing and jobs. I mean, these are basic necessities.
Yes.
That you would
Why
think
is
our
it
greatest
so-
heroes would
I
have. And
know.
it's- yeah,
So
yeah.
why do we need to focus so much on military veterans?
Well, let me just go back real quick. There's other organizations besides Operation Giveback
Sure.
that support with those
Definitely,
resources.
yeah.
You know, since we are just babies, you know, we are not able to do those, like building the homes, like do the financial support as of yet. But organizations are able to do that. Why it's important to support the military? Well, it's important to support the military because we give it all. You know, we go out there to
Your
fight,
life's on the line.
to fight the fight
Amazing, yeah.
Big
in other countries so that our people can go to sleep in a free society, in a free bed. So it is important also to remember those that went behind us.
Yeah.
Prime example, you know, this Saturday I'll be going on a flight, they call it the honor flight, and that is to honor World War II veterans. So not only we honor those 9/11 and up, but also the ones
Very
before.
good. Very cool.
And Dr. Samantha, as a psychologist, I mean, I'm sure you've seen the impact post-traumatic stress disorder can have on people. So how important is it to have this connection, like he said, in the services for someone?
It's really important because they need to reconnect with their communities because their
Correct.
experiences in Afghanistan and Iraq are so disconnected from reality back home. And a lot of vets come back with nightmares and not able to reconnect with their wives and families and their children. They hear, you know, sounds and it sets them off, and it's really important for them to have those connections with other people.
And this is amazing because you suffer something called aplastic anemia. Tell us what that is, because you are having your own battle going on, but how does this play a role with what you do for Operation Giveback?
Well, it's a reminder of me that every day is important. I do a hematology oncology visit every 30 days.
What does that mean? Because I hear that and I don't even
That means
understand. I'm like, what?
that means that I go to the cancer doctor
Yeah.
Okay.
every 30
Every
days.
30 days.
I have a condition, service connected, that I developed in 2000, and it just got to be under control. It's manageable, but you know, I don't tell people about it because it's not about me. It's about what my wife and I decided to do to kind of give back.
Well, and that's what I wanted to
What our
bring up,
show is
because
about
our whole
today.
challenge
Yeah.
today is we're challenging people at home to bounce back, to be more resilient, take the hardships and turn them into something. What advice would you give to someone who's going through tough times right now on how they can bounce back?
I would say, first of all, you have to come back to center. Be mindful that it is important that you have value as a person, because you got to start from within you. Then you got to find a cause, okay? How OGB was born, we saw an Oprah Winfrey show in 2011, in which Oprah highlighted 5 military families. One family grabbed my heart. And I was going through what you just described there, because I retired from the military after 29 years, and I was going through like depression. I was missing that which I did for 29 years. I found the purpose.
Perfect.
All that Oprah says, in your community, you could do something. It doesn't have to be big,
just
but do something.
I like that.
So my wife, her name is Maribel, she and I decided to do a 5K.
Yeah,
We
tell us
knew-
quickly about that event.
We knew nobody,
It's
had
coming
no money.
up May 10th
May
here in
10th,
Orlando.
yep.
You have a race coming.
Correct. The first one was in 2011, expecting 250 people, 1,080 showed up.
Nice.
So now,
it's building.
for the last few years, been over 2,100 people, and this year we're expecting to hit, close to the 3,000.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so
Well
much.
done.
You guys
Yeah.
are doing some great things. If you want information at home, you can head to operation-giveback.org. Get more info on that. Thank you for being here and inspiring our
thank you.
viewers to
Appreciate
be
it.
more resilient and bounce back. Hey, up next on Emotional Mojo, we're showing you one man who truly walked a mile in another man's shoes and why that story is going viral. And Meryl Streep may be the best actress around, but it's hard to believe she almost didn't pursue an acting career. We'll tell you what was holding her back and why it's so crazy when we return. You're watching Emotional Mojo. Don't go anywhere.